And we are live. Hello, everyone. Hi, Fuluke.
Hi, good evening.
Yes, hi, everyone. And I hope you're all doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're watching us from. It's another Tuesday again with Fuluke right here. We are coming live on our Facebook pages and our YouTube channels as well. And we have a great topic tonight. If you guys are out there, if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome, because this is the place where you get all the information you need for you to start a digital business. And of course, welcome to tonight's powerful conversation that we are going to have just right here as you get to understand why all African immigrants in diaspora need a side hustle. And of course, we are going to dive deeper into, this topic right here that is changing a lot of people's lives, African immigrants in diaspora, busy professionals, of course, without forgetting that, it's an amazing digital business that we found that is helping us to be able to generate income online. And especially for our African immigrants in diaspora, it's not about race, but we're talking about, the people that we can resonate with. And, right here is where we get to be honest, we moved abroad to be able to find that something that can work for us. But at the end of the day, we find ourselves stuck working multiple jobs, working long hours. We are out there every single day, right? You understand, we are barely getting that rest that we desire. But right here, we're gonna tell you tonight how or the reasons why everyone needs a side hustle or everyone needs at least something that can provide that passive income. So this is how you're going to get to know how you can work smarter and not harder. And this side hustle right here has been able to help us achieve that. So if you're new on our pages, my name is Annette. I'm originally from Kenya and I'm currently in the US. I'm a mom. I'm a nurse by profession, my 9 to 5, and I get to run my digital business as a side hustle currently to be able to supplement income. So thank you so much and welcome. Please share with us where you're connecting from, and we'll really appreciate that. So I'm gonna have my business partner here introduce herself as we take our topic on for tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Annette. Good evening, our viewers. Good evening, everyone out there. From my side, it's actually evening. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on your own time zone. I'm happy to be back here with Annette on Today Go Live session. And I'm super excited for the topic we have today because it is just like a practical topic. Why? Because I am an African. Annette here is an African, and we are using this platform to reach out to so many African out there that are still juggling multiple jobs, being born out, not knowing that there is a better way to earn out there beside or apart from the 9 to 5 job and those multiple shifts and long hours. So this evening we are going to be delving deep into this amazing topic, and you don't want to miss out on any of the nuggets that we are going to be sharing. By way of introduction, my name is Foluke. I am originally from Nigeria. I am mom to 3 children, an accountant by profession, and on the side I run this digital business to supplement my family income, and that is why I come here with my business partner for us to talk about this opportunity because it's changing life, and we are beneficiary of the good thing about this business. So sit up, get your popcorn, get your water, and don't be in a hurry. Be part of the tonight's Go Live, and I can bet it with you that you will certainly see one of two things that will benefit you. Thank you once again, and over to you, Hannah.
Yes, thank you so much for that short introduction, Fuluke. And of course, we are encouraging our viewers to share with us where they're watching from, even those who are coming back to watch our replay. And right here, our topic for tonight is an amazing one where you will get to, we just want to share about, our people, the people we resonate better with. That is African immigrants in diaspora, people who are basically always working multiple jobs, or someone out there who has a comfortable job, a good career, a good paying job, but at the end of the day you find that all the money that you get from your 9 to 5 is all going to the bills and nothing to save. So right here is we're going to share the reality about us being able to find something, or maybe our platform right here, which we found that is helping us create that passive income. And the reasons why, I think I would just start by saying that there's a lot of reasons why everybody needs a side hustle. I mean, it's just all about, if you're tired, someone who is tired, someone who is looking around and finding, every day they're stuck on the same grind every single day, the same routine. And at the end of the day, you're looking around, you're like, now, what is the better way out? And right here is how we were able to find a better way out. Foluka right here is an accountant by profession, and I'm right here as a nurse who, we are out there working in demanding careers. So we found that, we have to come out here and look for better ways. I mean, for myself, I thought that, there could be a better way out. And, I started to do a research, and that's how I came up with this digital business right here, and all I found on social media where we are talking on right now. So if you know that, there's a lot of platforms that really come up with, ideas on how people can generate income online. And, online businesses are booming right now. If you have seen, so many ads, there's so many people on social media who are making it out here, people who are thriving in the digital space. Our platform right here, people retire every single day. There's people who have stopped or even reduced their hours at work. Myself right here, previously, I was working multiple jobs, but I get to work one job and I focus more on my digital business right here because there is so much potential. There's a lot of things that you guys need to know. And that's why we come out here bringing out, awareness that there's a better way out there. So I just want to have Lady Foluke start by sharing, why do you think that, African immigrants or busy professionals need a side hustle? Please share with our audience right here.
Okay, thank you so much, Annette. And to our viewers out there, I'm an African, like I said earlier. I'm an immigrant originally from Nigeria. And I'm going to be talk based on my own personal experience. That's what I'm going to be sharing mostly this evening. Because when I immigrated, the reality of what I come across to discover here in Canada is kind of different from the way, the whole immigration process was presented. Coming with those degree, a professional with my certification, my certificate and all that. And by the time you enter the labor market, you see that all those things that we came with are not kind of recognized. And it's like you have to just go and start all over again. I'm like, oh my God. I believe in continuous learning, right? But it's not the one that you now have to do under pressure. When you land, you want to settle, you want to get a job and start working. But it's the reality is that I could not fit into, the level with which I am coming from my home country. And what then happened? You have to just take what comes your way at that point in time. Even because if I say I want to go back to school, it's not the day I start the school that I'm going to finish it in order for me to get one certification that is, perfectly recognized here. You just have to start from somewhere. What am I trying to bring out? It then happens that for me and for most immigrants out there, when we come to diaspora, we tend to take up kind of some job that are far below what, we are coming from. And before you know it, because that job is at times you start with a survival job and this and that, one will not be enough to cater for the family finances. The children are there, a lot of expenses, extracurricular activities that they need to pay for. And before you know it, for me and my spouse, you discover that one single source of income is just not cutting it out for us. And before you know it, you take up the second job, you take up the third job, and that is the reality of most immigrants. And I did that for a while, and I'm like, oh, this is not the life I bargained for. This is not the abroad that I see myself, operating in. And something just have to change. And that is what led me into starting this digital business. And since I started this business, things have take a new turn because it gives me the opportunity to now be in control of my time. I am more present now in the life of my children. And that is the reality of so many immigrants out there. So if you are someone out there, an immigrant like me, you are a busy professional, you are a mom, stay-at-home mom, mom of toddler or whatever, and you are most time fighting with yourself in terms of as if you need more than 24 hours in a day. Nobody will ever get that. And why is it always like that? Because we have so many things to do. By the time you have 2 or 3 jobs, you are moving from one place to the other. By the time you get home, you hardly have time for yourself. So many people in the last 3 months, 6 months, you don't even have time for self-care. You are always moving from one job to the other, being burnt out consistently. And that is the reality of so many immigrants. And that is why you starting your own digital business, or you starting any kind of business for yourself, is just the right way to go. Why do I say so? When you start your own business, you have the power and the possibility of you being in control of your own time. You dictate when you work, you dictate, you create time for yourself, for your family. You have time for self-care, and you have time to just live life on your own terms. And that is why we are always constantly coming out to talk about the need for you to start something for yourself. And another thing that I want to talk about is, the cultural and the expectation that being an Africa, we are here, we have dependents, people that are looking up to us, that we need to support in one way or the other, from back home. The expectations are always there. I tell you, hardly will there be a month that you will not have to support somebody in one way or the other from back home. And depending solely on one source of income that is not even sustaining you or sustaining your family is not going to be possible to assist anybody. And when I look at that, I'm like, if I continue leverage depending on 9 to 5 alone, it means that I'll be falling short of the expectation of my family members that I'm supposed to support from back at home. And that is another thing that make me to 9 to 5 is not the only thing that I need to depend on, but I need to just have a side also for myself. And starting this business has made that possible because I can't be able to support my family member. So if you're an African out there, if you're a busy parent, professional in one way or the other, and you are always, before your paycheck comes, you've put pen on paper, calculated everything. Even before the money comes, it's as good as it's completely exhausted. I tell you, there is a better way out there. Only if you are ready and willing to leverage the online space for you to change things for yourself. So overcome your fears and overcome your skepticism. I know people can generally be skeptical. Just like myself, when I come across this opportunity, I was skeptical, but I never allow my skepticism or fear to limit me. I did my due diligence. I checked into the business model, and I was able to confirm that it is genuine, it is legitimate. And it is legitimate. Recently, I think about a week ago, I filed my tax, and I'm surprised. One thing because when I filed my tax, employee, I don't have the opportunity to write off any business expense. But when I filed my tax last week, I was able to write off quite some number of business expenses, and that bring down my tax burden, in that I only paid tax on limited income that I make and not on my total income for the year. To me, it is a plus, and I was able to even get a refund after filing my tax back from the government. So that is another advantage of you starting your digital business, because at no point in time will you ever leave money on the table, because you would always benefit from it when you file your tax. I can go on and on and on, but I would just want to stop at this point for now so that Annette can take it up from there. Thank you, Annette.
Wow, thank you, Foluke, for those, amazing and insights that people need to be aware of. I know that similarly, I think that most immigrants, or maybe let me say most immigrants, because there's some who make it and they don't have any issues at all with their income, they don't have any struggles at all. But I think majority, we are in the same box. So here we are talking about, we have myths that sometimes we say online businesses are just for the people out there. We say maybe it's for this other kind of people that do the online business. I don't want to mention them, but I mean, people will be aware of the people I'm talking about. But here we are talking about a digital business that we started with no tech skills, a business that myself I started with no or maybe no prior experience. I was able to, to start my business, and at the end of the day, we are here running our business. And I know that Folke has shared a lot of insights about what you need to know, about the reasons why you need a side hustle, or as an African immigrant in diaspora, why you will need a side hustle, especially if you're juggling work, if you're juggling, between work, family, and you don't have a side hustle yet. This is a great opportunity for each one and every person out there who is looking around to find something that can work for you to generate that passive income we talk about. Passive income is not even just a luxury anymore. I mean, it's just a necessity that everybody needs. If you don't have a side hustle, if you don't have anything that is generating income on the side, you're solely depending on one job. That is not even a better way to go. Because right now, if you look around, you will see a lot of prices are increasing every single day. Here we are talking about, people running a business from global, I mean, from anywhere at all. If you're in Asia, if you're in Africa, if you're in North America, South, you can run this business from the comfort of your own home whenever you find an extra time to do that. So 30 minutes a day, 1 hour a day, two adds up into something. If you work 30 minutes throughout the year, at the end of the year, you will put out together and you will see that you did an amazing job working on the side for your plan B. And that is exactly how our platform right here works. If you're out there and you are just like us, you're skeptical, maybe you're doubting, you're doubtful to yourself, you don't want to take any step to plug into any online business at all, this is an opportunity for you. By the way, let me tell you, previously, myself, I was working multiple jobs as a nurse, trying to, to make a better life. Folke shared right here. There's no African right here on diaspora who doesn't help their family members back home. That is exactly what we do. Month in, month out, we help. Talking of, medical bills, we have siblings who might need our help here and there. We have family members back home who need help sometimes. But when you find yourself stuck in the 9 to 5 grind, trying to pay your bills that you don't even you're not able to cover with your 9 to 5. But right here is an opportunity that you can create so you can get that passive income that helps you cover all these things we are addressing here. So I know that all of us, we can fear, scammers out there. The fear of, what are people gonna say? You know, we validate really, all the concerns that people have. Because I was skeptical myself, and I'm sure Foluke was as well. But this is the difference right here. We are talking about a legit digital business that we have done. Foluke shared a very good point right there about taxes. This is the first year I filed my taxes the same way. Previously I was, owing taxes every time I file my taxes. Obviously, if you're in the US, you know how the taxes go. The same way in Canada as well, where Fuluke is. So right here is a legit business that, at the same time, we will share that it's not a get rich quick scheme. This is a business that you will come in and you will have to create it and build it as you go. So our journey here might be different from yours, and I know my journey is different from Fuluke's. So it won't be the same, but at the end of the day, this is not a get rich quick scheme. If you're coming on here with a mindset that you're gonna get rich tomorrow, then I will tell you that this is not a good option for you. Maybe you can try somewhere else. This is an open door for everybody who is trying to change their lives. If you're currently looking for a way that you can change your life, this is an opportunity for you. You can check it out, because at the end of the day, there's nothing you're losing. All you have to do is to put your name and valid email on our websites, and you'll be able to access our free info session that will show you exactly how you can get started. And that's where all of us got started, and you can start there as well by checking out the digital business model and get to learn how you'll be able to run your business. And at the end of the day, then you can make that informed decision. So right here is where you can leverage all social media platforms for you to create a passive income. And that's how we have been able to do that. You see us here all the time. I know that the other ladies who are busy today, we are a global community. Right now, we are over 240,000 members running this digital business online successfully. So if you want to be part of this community, That all you have to do is to plug in with our websites as they are displayed on your screen. That's how you'll be able to watch a free webinar that will show you exactly how this works. And of course, tonight was our webinar night. And if you missed that out, it's 7:40, and we always have a replay available for anybody who is interested to check out the business model. And right here is a great opportunity for immigrants, busy professionals that are looking for a side hustle that they can do from the comfort of their own home. So here I will share that, if you're out there looking for ways, if there's anything at all that I can share with you right here, if you want to make it happen by just leveraging all social media platforms, this is a great opportunity for you. You don't need to have it all figured out. All you have to do is to plug in. We have an amazing community that will guide you through step by step on how you can get started. And all you need is a phone, laptop, and access to internet. And if you're looking around and trying to find out, I will tell you that you have to have that willingness to learn a new skill. And of course, if you're coming out here, this will be a new platform to you, so I won't expect you to know what to do. You have to listen to the guidance that you are shown, and we have a step-by-step training that will give you that training that you need for you to get started and have your business up and running. So if you're out there, so whether you are a healthcare worker, whether you are an accountant like Fuluke out here, you can be able to stop working shift after shift, multiple jobs, long hours, for you to be able to create a side hustle right here on the digital space. And that is how we've been able to do it. The digital businesses are booming. So if you're out there and you haven't started one yet, maybe it's high time that you go ahead and plug in and check out our digital business model. Your time for freedom is right here. And of course, that willingness to check out the business model will help you be able to find out how this business is going to work for you or not. So go ahead and plug in. And of course, I like to give a shout out. um Kiratera, I think, Abasaka, thank you for watching. I have Beatrice, I have Baggy, I have is it Subat? Thank you for watching. Marcy, I see you. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you guys have a great evening. And for those people who are coming back to watch a replay, and if you're on here, please always share with us where you're streaming from. We like to know how our audience or where you're streaming from, so we can get to connect with you. Thank you so much. And of course, I don't know if Foluke has another closing remarks on this night session. Foluke.
Okay, what I would just add is that there's really no reward in procrastinating or like deferring something that you as a person that you need it. Because when it comes to certain decision of life, you have to be the one that will take it. If you know you are out there, even with your 9 to 5, with that 2 or 3 jobs that you're doing, you're still struggling, especially financially, and you don't even have that time freedom for yourself to even enjoy the money that you are working day in, day out for. That is the right time for you to think of doing something differently. So I will just be rounding up by saying, if you are in that category, of which I was once in that category until I did a self-assessment of myself, and I know that I truly need something different from what I am so used to. If you are in that category, it is not too late for you to get started. And Annette said while she was talking, we have everything that you need to get started. A lot of people fear the online space, but in this business model that we are coming out here to share with you, we have the training, we have everything, and we are mentors in this business. As you can see, our websites being displayed, and we are going to hold your hand because somebody did that for us a while ago. So overcome your fear and skepticism. We have the training in place, we have the mentoring, and we have everything that you need to get started. Just connect with us in one way or the other, either through our website or through our information on our website, and we'll be ready and willing to help you get started. So take that decision for yourself today. Take it for your family. Take it for your future, and your future self is going to thank you for doing that. Thank you all and stay
Absolutely.
blessed.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I know that another thing, if you're looking to register on the website after you register, you will be able to see our private Facebook page. You can join that for free for you to be able to check out and see if it's something that you will be interested to do. So we have that open to everybody to join that group and get to learn how this digital business works. So for tonight, I will thank you so much. Thank you for looking for coming on here. And I
Okay,
hope to see you next week for another session.
sure.
Of course, Tuesday. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Have a good night.
All right. Good night.